and welcome to today's morning message. So I hope you guys had a good full moon over the weekend. And yeah, you know, had a nice relaxing time. It's a full moon in Virgo, so you know, it's a good time now to really get organised around your home, to really think about, you know, projects that you've had on hold that you want to kind of pick up and start again. So just bear that in mind as you navigate this week. Think about anything which maybe you've been putting off, which you do want to start again. Okay, we are just going to see what messages come through today. We're going to use the Light Seers Tarot. So we're going to see what it is we need to know about today. Please bear in mind time is fluid, so these messages can occur at any time. So let's have a look. Five of Wands and Three of Wands. Okay, so I feel like lots of you are about to start competing, whether you intend to or not. Now this feels like there's a competitive environment around you, but you're going to move forwards. So you are going to move forward. Some of you are going to be moving away from this competition so that you can kind of go out there on your own and really make your mark. Others of you, it's like you're going to be winning a competition, I feel, and you're going to be moving forwards from that. But whatever this competitiveness is, I see you rising above it. I see you being the one coming out on top. And it's important that you don't get sucked into this competition, because it feels like that's a bit of a black hole. If you start to compete with these people or like go down to their level, then I just don't think that's the way forwards. I feel like if you actually rise above it and think in different ways, think outside the box, that is what's going to get you moving forwards here. Now, for some of you, there's an opportunity to be quite vulnerable coming up. This feels like an opportunity for you to really show a part of yourself to others which maybe hasn't been seen. And whilst this may be scary, it's actually going to be a good step in the right direction. It's going to help you move forwards. It's going to help people realise more about who you are. I see you kind of softening a little bit. So it feels really healthy. It does feel really good here. We have the Nine of Swords. So you're worrying about something right now, and I feel like you're overthinking this situation. It feels like you know there's something here that you need to walk away from, and you're not. And the thing is, when we know that there's something we need to leave behind and we resist that, we keep ourselves stuck in this mindset of, you know, anxiety and attachment. So whatever it is that needs releasing, it's time to do that. And for some of you, this is about releasing those fears which are holding you back. What is that negative self-talk that, you know, you tell yourself, because that needs to be worked through as well. Some of you here have been through like a really upsetting time recently within the last couple of weeks. So within the last 3 to 5 weeks, you know, you have been crying a lot. You've been quite down. There's been situations around you which have just felt like you didn't have any kind of support. I'm sure like invisible support structures. So it's like, even if you were supported, it was by kind of spirit. It wasn't really by people who were literally in your life. You felt, you know, quite lonely really on this 3D plane. But you are going to start to see progress and movement again. This Three of Wands, I feel really good things here. I really feel like there's going to be a big breakthrough for you, that you can start to look forwards again. You can start to, you know, plan the direction you want to move in. Looking at the long term, you know, not just rushing here, but really looking ahead. We have the Six of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. So some of you have been maybe like reflecting quite a lot with this Six of Cups. Maybe you've been stuck in, you know, the past a little bit, thinking about what could have happened, what could have been different, you know, where your life would be if you'd have done something different. But, you know, whilst it's nice to revisit the past, it's important not to live there, because that is when you start to become, you know, depressed and anxious, and really stop making kind of like powerful decisions in your present, because you're spending too much time living in the past. Now the Six of Cups, I really do feel like with this Queen of Pentacles, this is like something old is going to come back around, but this time it's going to work out. And I don't even really know what this means. It doesn't even really feel like a person necessarily coming back from a past, but like an old cycle or an old opportunity is coming back round. I do think for some of you, there's definitely someone here who you already know who's about to put in a little bit of effort with you. Someone who feels like they're kind of competing for your attention. So you might find that you actually do have a couple of people around you who are trying to compete, I don't know, to win you over, to give you a job, or to go on a date with you. Like, there's going to be some competitiveness around you, but it might not necessarily even involve you. However, for the majority of you, this is about revisiting old ideas and finding ways to get them moving forwards again. This Queen of Pentacles, you have something here that you want to nurture. You have an idea you want to build, something here that you want to create. And it's important that you take that seed and you do plant it. You think about, well, what is it I want to do long term, and what do I have to do now in order to succeed long term? Because it's the seeds you plant now that you harvest in the future. So it's important to be mindful of that and think, well, what changes can I make in my present moment, which is going to start to change the course of my future here. The Hierophant. So the good news is lots of you are coming out of this period of sadness, isolation, anxious thoughts. Lots of you are moving away from that here with this Hierophant. You're moving towards like higher vibration. But this is also a message for you to ensure that you're doing that. What ways can you raise your vibrations? What ways can you pull yourself out of this? When you have that moment of like a negative thought, how can you flip the script? How can you change that so it becomes a positive? When you can start to train your mind to see the positive in every situation, you really will start to, vibrate at a higher frequency. You'll feel more stable. You'll know that, you'll be able to look at every situation you were in and you'll be able to find that positivity. You'll be able to find the lesson or the opportunity here. And as you do that, you do start to worry less because you start to trust more in what you're experiencing. Now, lots of you have been waiting for this renewal of love. You've been waiting for like this opportunity, this fresh start, and it's not quite here yet. For some of you, it's not here yet because you're still raising your vibrations. So those of you who are wondering, when is love going to improve? When am I going to get this big break, this new opportunity? When is, this person going to come back? When am I going to be in a relationship? Whatever has been on your mind about this fresh start, it's important to know that that comes as you pull yourself out of this place of Nine of Swords, of your worries, and as you start to like vibrate higher, as you start to meditate more and clear your energy, have more fun, that is when this opportunity comes. So if you've been watching readings or looking at them on Instagram or even getting personal ones and you've had all these messages about fresh starts and you've not felt it yet or seen it, then that's because there's still some work here to do. There's still some work to do on releasing negativity, working through your fears, and starting to have more fun. The Hierophant, to me, is such a high vibe card in this deck. It's asking you to, be connected to spirit, but to make sure you're grounded, to make sure you're enjoying your life, to make sure that you're not losing yourself to, higher dimensions, but actually really focusing on the life you have now and finding ways to find happiness and bring happiness to other people. The Hierophant is a spiritual guide, a spiritual teacher, like a mentor here. So, find ways to take what you've been through and, what is the lesson at hand? What have you learned? How can you apply that? Page of Pentacles. So there is going to be a fresh start for so many of you. The Page of Pentacles is a card of new beginnings, of opportunities. I really, really feel for a lot of you, like a past opportunity is coming back round. Something that hasn't worked out before because the timing wasn't right, you weren't in alignment with it, or you weren't ready for it. I feel like an old opportunity is definitely coming back in here with this Page of Pentacles. And this time, it's like you're going to be ready to really take it. You're going to be ready to make something of this opportunity. Yeah, we have 9 and 10 of Pentacles here. So you're going to be nurturing this new beginning. You're going to be planting the seeds. And look, you're going to be harvesting it real soon. This 9 of Pentacles is saying there's going to be something for you to take. There's going to be something for you to, grow this into. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles. When you're really happy on your own, when you're feeling really self-sufficient, independent and successful, that is when you tend to find, the relationship and the love life improves as well with this 10 of Pentacles. Many of you right now are working on something which is going to be beneficial for your family's future. So this isn't just about you here. This is about, you know, putting something in place which is going to support those you care about, whether that's children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews. You know, you're planting seeds now, which is going to last a long time. People are going to be looking at, and it's like you're creating this garden that other people are going to be visiting, you know, forever. It's like you are creating this legacy. So be mindful of the competition you've got around you. Definitely don't get stuck in your head this week, guys, because there is potential for that. And start to, you know, move forwards. Start to think about ways that you can take what you have and make changes in your day-to-day so that you can see like a different trajectory in the future. But lots of Pentacles energy here, so it does feel like there's lots of changes happening in the material world. Now let us just get 1 or 2 Spirit Says cards for what we need to hear today. Set your intentions. Yeah, what are your intentions for your future? How can you plant those seeds now so that you have something that you want to harvest? And then we have it's happening now. So yeah, really, you have to set your intentions now, because, you know, this is where you start to create the life that you want to live in 5 or 10 years time. So have a think about that. Think about where you want to be and what you can do now to start moving closer towards those goals. Okay, I'm going to leave this reading here. I hope you enjoyed today's morning message, and I'll see you guys back here tomorrow for not only another morning message, but also our weekly twin flame reading. So I hope you guys look forward to that, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.